man, my first love, like my first man that I ever encountered with, did everything with, was supposed to be my husband, but I was the one that messed it up. Now, God revealed this to me right after I got saved, and he revealed this to me in a dream. And I haven't talked to my first love in like, it has probably been over 7 years, going on 8 years since I last talked to him. Now when I was with him, I was with him for about 7 years, and he was like my childhood boyfriend. And I got with him when I was 13. Yes, I was young. And then we broke up at 18. And then we reconnected when I was 21, and we stopped talking when I was 22. And when I was 22, he was trying to marry me, and I didn't want to get married. I got scared. And just a little background with me and him, he got saved within the middle of our relationship. He found God in the middle of our relationship, and he used to tell me about what the information and the new knowledge that he was getting. And at the time, I didn't want to hear it. What my focus was worldly. I wanted to party.
Let me stop it right there. So basically, she wanted to party. She wanted to run the streets. And I definitely do commend her for being honest. But this video tells me that she won early on. She won when she was in her, 13, 14. So I really do believe that this guy actually was her husband. She's a beautiful woman. But so that's what happens, So she wanted to be in the streets. So hold on, let's continue.
I wanted to be with my friends, and then at that time, like, it was like a tug of war with me and him. Like, he was fighting for me, but I was like trying to go astray, kinda. And when we reconnected when I was 21, 22, we were going to church together, and then we were supposed to come up with like a courtship with the elder, and I ended up bailing. And then right after that, I had a baby. And
wow, so it sounds like she had a baby by somebody else, but he still was trying to talk to her. But then, so this is the perfect example of how nice guys finish last.
At that time, like, I just thought that he was just boring and he didn't want to do nothing. He only wanted to go to church.
So basically, she was at the age where if a guy was stable and a guy treated her nice, and that's boring. But the guy that was a rebel, he was in the streets, he was doing this, having guns, just doing different things. She was into that, which a lot of women go through that. Unfortunately, women would turn down a guy for being too nice. But there's really no such thing as a guy turning down a woman for being too nice. As long as she look good and her body tight and she's giving him peace, for the most part, guys don't leave good women. For the most part, they don't. Or they don't turn down her by saying that she's too nice.
He didn't want to go out or travel or do anything that I wanted to do at my young tender mind, at my young tender age. And really, I regret it, because I'm 28 now, and like, the problems that we were having weren't problems that I had with other men. Like, he was the first man that would ever like pray for me, that ever like talk about God. Like, he was the first and only man that like wanted God to be in the center of our relationship. And that was really a blessing, but I took it for granted, and I thought that it was something better out here, me being too selfish and too worldly. And of course I had a baby with another man or whatever, not with him, but I just regret it. And like, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I was watching a video about Tia and Tamira. Well, the famous twins, Tamira, she divorced her husband, and it just seemed like she's spiraling. and she regret her decision, and that's like reminds me of me. Like, I regret my decision. And I know that I'm making this video also is because I know that it's women out there that be like, oh, I want a man that's gonna do this, that, and the third, that's gonna pay for this and pay for that. Don't you want a man that's gonna pray for you? Like, you should want a man that wants to pray for you, that know God, that want God to be in the center, that want to marry you without a doubt. And like, a lot of us got it messed up, and it's really the enemy that made me go astray from him, because he knew that that was my, like, that was sent by God. Like, he was supposed to be my husband, and I didn't have to go from men to men to men from man to man to find him. It was just like right there, like God sent him first.
And then some, y'all. So once again, so she won early. So yeah, so this and then I also look at it like this too. She's still very attractive right now. She's 28 years old. You know, she has a kid. And even though she been going from guy to guy to guy, she's still beautiful enough that a guy still would take her on with her and her child, especially with her now. And it looks like now she definitely matured a lot. So she still can win. But now this is the main thing that I tell you ladies. Okay, if you're older and then you have a kid, you still can get chose. But it just comes down to, okay, you just have to be so much of a better, I would say, you just have to add more value to the man that you want versus, okay, that he actually would rather pick you versus a woman with no baggage and no miles like that. So you just have to show him, okay, so I'm accepted to the rule. Okay, so you get this when you deal with me. So when you deal with an older woman, it should be no drama. She should know, how to just go and please you, especially how to just be a woman and give you peace. So it should be more easier to get along with her. That's how it's supposed to be when you're dealing with an older woman. So yeah, so she still can't win. I think it's a lady. So that's how it is, ladies. So you have to go and give a man a better deal that he would want to pick you versus pick a woman that has no kids or no baggage or all these failed relationships.
And he had to, the enemy got in my mind, and of course outside people was like, oh, you're not gonna end up being with him. You need to explore, you need to find out if that's really what you want. And I'm here to tell you, if you have a God-fearing man, a man that's
So a
going
second,
to
so that sounded like so other women was trying to welcome her to the sisterhood of failure. So they were trying to go and tell her, no, girl, just live it up in your 20s and your 30s, and later on, get you a man and thing, which that's the worst advice. So, ladies, you want to go and if you can, if the game hasn't gotten too past you that you're too old to go and use this though, you want to go and settle down when you're in your height of your beauty. So a woman is really in the height of her beauty. I would say at around 24, 23, maybe 25, definitely around there. So that's the height of a woman beauty, where this is about as pretty as she ever is going to be. So you really want to get out of the game, find a guy that you can get on his program and get along with, and then you can help build him up, and you all can build together, and then get out of the game with him. But like I said, so she won extra early on and everything. Being a preteen, especially having a relationship that early, But yeah, but too many women was trying to get her to be and join the sisterhood of failure, because that's game and knowledge that they actually could have used when they was younger. So a lot of times they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to say, "Yeah, girl, you need to go on and get this kind of guy and get out of the game at this age and just go on and settle down at this age." So they're not going to tell you that kind of truth. That's why women need men to tell them the truth, because men are going to be honest with them and men are not competing with them. So that's what I do for my clients too. I tell them
pray
a
for
real
you
man perspective without me trying to get with them.
when things is hard. You got a good man. Regardless of the situation, if you want a man with a bigger bag, help him get a bigger bag. Like,
And that's something. So I agree with her though. So she definitely sounds like she has her mind right now. So yeah, so that's the right mindset though. Just help that man get a bigger bag. And even with me, that's how I look at it though. I look at it like how with me, my love language is, okay, woman, help me get this money. Help me with my business. That's what I like, So gifts and all that other stuff and words of affirmation, acts of service are helping me work this business, help me get that money. She talking my language.
It's really nobody out here for real that's like that. So I'm just saying, like, I'm just
The main thing that's out here, y'all ladies, is which you see the hard way is, yes, you don't have options that you think. You just have guys that just want to have sex with you and bang it out and just toss you on the side of the road. So that's what's out there for you. So yes. So now ordering two, I would say the next best option for her to do is the why ain't she with that baby daddy? Why ain't she with the guy that she had a kid with? I want to know that.
coming on here to say, if don't leave your man for 10% of what he don't got. It's not worth it. You don't want to be like me, like feeling like you missed the opportunity. And I don't know if he might come across this video, but I'm sorry. I didn't know no better. I was worldly. I was of this world. I loved this world too much at one point in my life. And I changed. Like, I realized he who loves the world don't love God, period. So, like, don't
I
leave
agree
your
with that though. So that's a great important thing because you can't serve two masters. So the people who are all about this world, they're not about God. And yeah, so this so I definitely hear what she's saying. So so that's definitely so I'm not gonna chew her out that bad because I mean she did get on here and she made some good points. And then women do need other women to tell them the truth, and not just trying to just work on them to the sisterhood of failure. So yeah, I mean, like I said, so she's 28 though, so she still, she still look good. She still has a good chance, of still, getting a quality guy. But as ladies, you have to know when you're winning. A lot of times, a lot of you all, you're so used to losing, you don't know when you're winning. So like I said, so getting sex doesn't mean nothing. So the main thing is okay, so just getting the right kind of guy to get on his program, and then you all, just make things happen together. That's the key. What guy do you respect enough that you can get on his program?
husband for your for a situationship or a boyfriend. It's not worth it.
So I definitely agree with her though. So, but yeah, so that she had a lot of bad advice, and I definitely do commend her for just wanting to help other women, and so. But yeah, but so actually also so ladies. So also the other thing that helps is it looks like she's still pretty fit. So ladies, so if you really want to be able to get that guy back, or you want to show that guy that that you're serious and then you're committed, you need to go and have that discipline together. And the best way to do that though is by getting your body and mind and spirit together. So by you being committed to your fitness journey is a great tool that will show men right away that they should take you seriously. So when a woman is fit, it shows that she can get and stay on a program. It shows that she can be consistent. It shows that she can stick to a program long term, and shows that she's disciplined. And those are things that guys care about when it comes down to getting a woman. Because the first thing that most guys think, I mean, the guy that got some sense, he said, okay, if I wind up having a kid with her and then she's 180, 200 pounds now, she's going to gain with 40, 50, 60 pounds on just the first baby. So she's going to blow up like a whale. So that's what certain guys that think ahead, they think about that. So ladies, so you want to start off by being at a fit weight and also showing the guy that you're disciplined and you can bounce back. And especially, you know, if he has even more sense, he's gonna want to see proof of you being fit for at least about a few years, not just you just taking what's that? So many people are taking Ozempic, which it has side effects where it helps you. It actually has you to lose a lot of muscle and cause all kind of other problems. So then, by you losing a whole bunch of muscle by taking the shortcuts, it's gonna make it harder for you to stay lean. So you want to go and build more muscle. That's gonna make it easier for you to be able to stay leaner. So, ladies, so if you're interested in getting help where you actually can have a professional coach to hold you accountable to the highest level possible, you can fill out my application and we'll see if my program is a good fit for you. Either me or somebody from my team is going to reach out to you. So yeah, everything is about me holding clients accountable. And the main thing is that women need help with their eating habits. The eating habits is the main thing that they need help with. So in real time, I get to see what my clients ate, I hold them accountable, and this is forces their habits to change. Because people need somebody to hold them accountable, to make them do better, and to keep them consistent. So ladies, I want to thank you for those nice thick thighs. So yes, so you can fill out my application in the description. So actually, also, I'll see you all next time. I love you all. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And we are out.